What's good, my peeps? The ruckus in the house. Back at you again with another action figure review. This time, courtesy of Marvel Legends. What we have before us is from the Attuma, the Black Panther Wakanda Forever Attuma Build-A-Figure wave. We have the comic version of T'Challa, the Black Panther. And as you can see, we've got him in this new style plastic-free packaging. We've got a digital render of the figure in a pose with artwork behind him. We've got the Black Panther, the comic book version Black Panther logo down below. And let's get T'Challa out of the way as we peep the Black Panther symbol at the top there. We turn to the left side of the box, or right, and we've got more artwork there of T'Challa looking pretty good. Turn to the other side, and this is how it goes down now with waves. This is the first wave with plastic-free packaging. So now the Build-A-Figure and the list of the figures in the wave, they will, from this point on, be on the right side, our left of the packaging. And as you can see, we've got Attuma, MCU version of Attuma from Wakanda Forever, and below we have a list of the figures in this wave. It is a 6-figure wave. We've got Namor, Marvel's Nakia Okoye, Hattusarazi, which we've already reviewed, and bringing up the rear is Everett Ross. So that's how it goes down. Look there on the back. We have another digital render of the Black Panther. We've got to our left, we can see the Build-A-Figure piece for Attuma, and on the right we see the Black Panther's accessories, which in this case are 2 closed-fisted hands. So then we get back around, take a look at the packaging one last time, and now it's time to get this party started. And now we've got King T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, on a rotating platter, and he's circling, but not circling the drain, just getting round and round, giving you a 360-degree visual of the figure. And my first glance for this is, for those that aren't in the know, this is basically a first appearance Black Panther from Fantastic Four, and the issue number escapes me. But back then, he sported this short style cape that he's blazing right here, and yeah, and the gray boots and gloves. Yes, indeed, this is a first appearance Black Panther, and when the time comes, I have a first appearance display centered. We've got Stan Lee, and then we've got all of the heroes from 61, 62, and 63 in their original outfits, or as close to it as possible, with the exception of the X-Men. They're in their Jim Lee outfits. Anyhow, I'm going to add T'Challa to that grouping up there. Yeah, while T'Challa's getting dizzy, go down there below and hit that like button. And while you're down there, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything except one motion of your finger. And that's about the size of it. So while you're doing that, and while T'Challa is spinning around and around and getting dizzy, we're going to take a peep at his accessories. Here we have the left leg of Attuma. That's what comes with the Black Panther here. And looks pretty cool. Just like the right leg, just below the knee, the boot, if you will, which is a thigh high, or rather a calf high boot. The top of it is adorned with shark's lower jaw, and right down the shin, those are shark's teeth, and right on the foot too. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I can't wait to see the movie and see what Attuma looks like in live action. The only thing that Black Panther comes with himself is another set of hands, close-fisted hands. You see They've got their gray, and they've got the line work there. These are sculpted in, by the way, just so you know, with this line work. So yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice with the sculpting. Here we have T'Challa up close and personal, and as you can see, there's no paint on this figure, not that there should be. He's on the Vulcan body, this new body that's replacing the Bucky cap body, and this mold is perfect for the Black Panther. It's got the size and it's got the articulation. Believe that. And yeah, looking pretty good there. So let's get a closer look at that head sculpt. As you can see, the only thing painted are the eyes. They painted in a silver, looking real beady there. It would be nice if we were like dimly lit and you could barely see T'Challa, but only his eyes, just like how, you know, with cats and other canines, where only thing you could see at nighttime are their eyes, and it's pretty spooky. But yeah, I think they tried to emulate that look here. It looks pretty good with those silver eyes. But looking at the rest of the figure, once again, like I said, it's just molded in a black. His cape is a separate piece, and you could remove it. It's not connected. You could remove it, but you know, you're going to have to do that a certain kind of way. I actually saw another video that showed how to remove it if you so wanted to, and we'll do that later. I'll probably take it off away from the camera and then put it back on with the camera running, just in case I run into some problems. Anyway, as I stated, you know, he's just molded in black. His boots, feet, and gloves are separate, molded in gray, and they have been sculpted with the line work there. As you can see right there, this is all sculpted in. It's not painted on at all, so that's pretty cool. That, and on the hands, you know, both sides, so that's pretty cool. The belt is of course molded in black, and you've got some darker black paint there, right there, for the buckle or the clasp, whatever you want to call it. And then of course below with the boots, same deal, sculpted in, as well as the feet. So pretty cool there. As far as like I said, with that cape, you can see right away that it is separate, made to look like it's strewn rope there, crisscrossing, and that's about the size of it. So here I've got Black Panther with his cape off, like I stated that I do. And while we've got him standing there, let's get the height measurement out of the way. And looking at our King T'Challa, he's standing here on this Vulcan body at 6.5 inches. So yeah, that's that. This Vulcan body, like I stated before, is perfect for T'Challa here. And I think that we're going to have a few other characters that this Vulcan body will work for. Like I said, it's replacing the Bucky cap, and it's about time. We've had the Bucky cap for, I want to say, about 10 years now. Wow. And when it came on the scene, it was you know, the best buck at that time. But over time, using the mold over and over again, a lot of the articulation, primarily in the hip region, had gotten less and less efficient, so to speak. And then of course there's the overuse of that mold, so people just got tired of it, and Hasbro did start coming out with other molds to fit larger characters or even thinner characters, and but they still were using that Bucky cap body way too much, and they're still using it a lot. You know, we're still going to have some characters on that Bucky cap going into 2023. If you've already seen PulseCon, you'll know that there are figures that are coming out that will be on the Bucky cap body mold. So we're not done with it yet, just to a lesser extent. Anyway, Now it's time to show you how you get that cape back on. What you do is, the first thing you do is you pop the head off. And as you can see, the head's on a ball hinge. So then you come from the front and you get that loop there. And then you just raise it up the body, go over the hinge, and put the head back on if it wants to go on for me. There we go. Do it live and in person here on the big screen. And there we have it. We've got T'Challa, King, the Black Panther, with his cape back on. And now that we've got his cape back on him, since this is more than likely how most of us will be displaying T'Challa, let's go over the articulation as is, because we'll have to do so having to contend with the cape, which is no big deal of contention. The cape, being the nature of it is, won't really get in the way or hinder too much. His head, as we saw, is on a ball hinge. He can look up that far. He can look down that much. He can, of course, rotate 360. He only has a very little bit of pivot for the attitude. He has butterfly joints, so that's pretty cool. He can get his arm up, do about 90. He can rotate the 360. He's got bicep swivel. He's got double jointed pinless elbows. Gotta love that. He's got a wrist hinge, and his wrist also, he has a swivel and it hinges horizontally. Excuse me on that. As far as his ab work is concerned, he can crunch forward that far. He can go back that far. He's got a waist swivel, and he can do the splits more than fairly well. He can lift his leg up nearly 90, back just a little bit. He's got thigh rotation, double jointed pinless knees. See if that other joint wants to go. I could tell you one thing, his knees aren't gummy, that's for sure. So pinless knees, double jointed. He does have a boot cuff. He can point his toe forward that far up. He has ankle pivot, and you know what it is. Holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Now for some comparisons, here we have him with, and of course it's on a Bucky cap, Buck, body mold. We've got the, this is either the Walgreens or Walmart exclusive Black Panther with the long kingly cape. And here we have our Black Panther next to, from the Rocket Raccoon wave from back in the day when Hasbro Marvel Legends was giving us the diminutive Build-A-Figures. We had gotten Rocket Raccoon with this figure was in that wave. We had Puck. We had Hit Monkey. Oh yeah, it was funny back then. They were on hate mode for that, because they want large figures. They would tolerate normal size figures, but the diminutive ones, these small ones, it was a funny time. Anyway, here we have with the black and blue Black Panther, where they wanted to, this was, I believe, their attempt at, for lack of a better way of describing it, cell shading for the Black Panther. You know how he's supposed to, like, when he's in shadow, some of him shows, some of him doesn't. I think they were trying to simulate that effect here. It kind of didn't go over well, and of course, as you could see, he too is on the Bucky Cap body mold. He's got almost as much time on that mold as Cyclops does. Next up, we have the Walmart exclusive power suit, aka the purple Black Panther. And yeah, this reminds me. So yeah, that previous version, the one with the long cape, that was a Walmart exclusive. Walmart seems to have a monopoly for exclusives on Black Panther and Captain America. And here he is standing next to the MCU version of Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever film. And even though she's not part of this wave, she is a part of the line, so to speak. As a deluxe figure, she is part of it, released because of the the upcoming movie. And I'm sure that's going to happen again because they've just recently fully revealed Zuri as the Black Panther. Here's T'Challa with the only other figure that I've reviewed that's legitimately in this wave. We've got the Hatut Zaraze, and these are the two lone comic-based figures in the wave. So from here on out, we will be getting down into figures, characters that are coming from the movie. So to sum it all up, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Panther Wakanda Forever Attuma Build-A-Figure Wave Black Panther, the comic book version, which I'm going to call the first appearance of Black Panther, is absolutely banging. It's without a doubt the best Black Panther we've gotten to date by Hasbro, and I'm going to say even including Toy Biz version. He's on the Vulcan body, and that's the new standard for Hasbro, replacing the Bucky cap mold. And we've got the gray gloves and the gray boots that are molded that way, but they're also sculpted with the line work. That is nice. The silver eyes is a nice touch as well. And of course the cape, like I said, this is the first appearance of Black Panther. When he first appeared in Fantastic Four back in the day, I wish I could remember what number that was. I don't know. I want to say 67, but I'm probably wrong on that. Anyhow, it was back in the day. So he's got excellent articulation. He's got the butterfly joints, and he's just a cool figure, and I'm glad to have him. Anyhow, that's going to do it for this particular review. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and questions, critiques, concerns, get at me. You want to be notified when I upload another video, hit that bell, and notified you shall be. And until that time, on behalf of King T'Challa and myself, the Ruckus, remember, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.